Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Daniel here at CU Answers. I'm the Vice President of our Mobile Technologies Group, handling some of the sales and service side. Today, we'll be discussing some CU Publisher self-service access, some of the first portions for credit unions updating their mobile apps, etc. So, as we said, what we are here to discuss today is self-service access for credit unions to CU Publisher to two components of CU Publisher. The first is Mobile Manager, which that's access for some mobile app updates, and then also CU Info, which that also contains some items for your credit union mobile app and will be used in the future in other channels such as online banking, etc. So the current process for credit unions to make updates to their mobile apps, so on, is to email either myself. We also have Barb Cooper within the MTG IRSC professional services side, or just the IRSC email with any content you're looking to update. So you would email us with any advertisement, URL updates, assist question updates, any other updates to your credit union mobile app you would send to us. We would update for the credit union. The next user to access your mobile app would see those changes reflected. We're now offering self-service access to, as we said, Mobile Manager and CU Info for you at the credit union to make those updates for a monthly fee. And we will discuss here later in the call costs, how the credit union can get started, etc. So as we said, it's not all now you at the credit union making these updates, logging into CU Publisher, viewing analytics, those types of things. So what I wanted to do today is perform a demo of both Mobile Manager and CU Info and how credit unions would log in, what you would see, as we said, a demo, how we would make any updates, etc. Once we're done with the demo of both Mobile Manager and CU Info, we'll then transition over to the CU Answer Store products for how the credit union can get started to place your order today. So both Mobile Manager and CU Info were available as of Monday of this week. So that was the first day that they were available for credit unions. And this is actually the first training that we have available. So please also, if you do have further users that would like to join, we do have trainings in further weeks as well, both next week. And then I believe the last week of October, we'll have another session very similar to this. So hopefully everyone can see my screen right now. I am sharing the main CU Publisher login screen. So for those credit unions that currently have access to the Request Center and working data from the custom online forms, you would be logging into CU Publisher to work that data. That's opening up further modules within CU Publisher for the Mobile Manager and CU Info portion. So here I'll go ahead and enter in my credentials. And if you do need any further users created or users that need access to CU Publisher, please feel free to contact or email the MTG IRSC professional services team, and we can assist a credit union with creating those users. Also, if you have any issues with your password, we do have a forgot password option as a reminder. That's going to send you an email over to your email address. And then you'd be able to establish the new password and gain access to the URL, which the URL is cupublisher.com as a reminder. So once you're a brand new user into CU Publisher, the first page that you're going to get to here is adding a profile photo. So you do have the option to upload a profile photo that does need to be at 300 by 300 pixels. And then you can see here, if you don't upload a profile image, it's going to display your initials of your first and last name there. So you can choose to dismiss that each time you log in, or if you just don't want to show this again, you have the option to do that. And then you can always click on that and choose from your photo library or file library to upload that photo. And it's kind of nice in the Request Center, I think, if you upload a profile photo, because once you assign requests to individuals within the Request Center, it then shows you your profile photo there. So I think that's a nice touch once you're within the Request Center. So we'll go ahead and dismiss that right away. Once we get logged in, it's going to bring us to our home screen where we're able to see all of our team members that are listed here. So as we said, you'd see your initials listed there, or if you uploaded your profile photo, you'd see the image within there. Listed beneath that would be the products that are currently available to your credit union. the ones that are available and clickable out here. So you can see they're highlighted, available. You can click on those, and those are active products available to your credit union to be able to be accessed. Any of them that are dimmed out here and not able to be clicked on, those are products or modules of CU Publisher that are currently in development and will be available here soon. So two of them that we are going to be working into a beta period here soon is going to be Form Generator and then Mobile Alerts, which isn't listed within here as of right now, but that will be working into a beta here soon. Also, I do want to mention right here on this home screen as well, you do have the ability to click on either your initials or profile photo here on the top right-hand corner, and then change your theme as well. So we default to the light theme. We also have a dark theme and then a contrast theme as well. So we do have some different color themes that you can choose, play around with, use one for 1 week, choose a different one another week, whatever else you'd like to do. Also here on the upper right-hand corner, we have your products again. So that's maybe once you're within a product, if you want to toggle back to your products, you can click on that grid in the top right-hand corner. And then we also have our timeout, which CU Publisher does have a 30-minute timeout. And if you actually click on that again, it's going to reset your timer within there as well. Now, here at the bottom, we have our credit union products that are listed within here. So we have credit union info, timeline, and mobile manager. We won't be discussing Request Center today, but as a reminder, that is for credit unions that have custom online forms listed from maybe their credit union website, online banking, or their mobile app. Any of the data from those custom online forms also funnels into the Request Center, which is a part of CU Publisher. So the first portion that I'd like to delve in today is going to be Mobile Manager. Within Mobile Manager, once we click on that, it's then going to bring us to our credit union mobile apps. You will notice our first app here does have these icons highlighted or listed orange with them, which means that it is enabled for store release or it's published within the store. So this is the app that's available for members to download within the Apple App Store as well as the Google Play Store for Android users. These other apps that are listed out here, these could be apps that maybe your credit union is staff testing, maybe you're launching a new feature such as card control, push notifications, e-statements, and you guys are currently in a staff testing phase. I know a lot of credit unions are familiar with that process. So if you guys are in a staff testing phase, you would also see your second mobile app out there, and it would be listed maybe Mobile 4.0 with e-statements, Mobile 4.0 with Mako, whichever feature you're choosing to launch, it's going to have a description associated with that feature. So your live mobile app will also always be the one that's highlighted in orange here. And if you hover over that, you can see it's enabled for release to the app stores. So that's kind of a nice ability for credit unions who are currently staff testing to change any advertisements within the one-year staff testing, maybe see how something's going to look within there, kind of a testing playground for you guys before you launch that to app stores. So we'll go ahead and click on our app that's available for release in App Store. So we can just go ahead and click on that, where that's going to bring us into our main maintenance screen here. On this screen, you will notice we have this mock-up preview over here on the right-hand side. And this mock-up preview gives you the ability to kind of see where items are located within the mobile app. So as you update advertisements, button links, assist questions, branch information, if you don't want to go to your mobile app and see it right away, you do have the option to see within this preview. And also something nice within this preview for credit unions is you can click on that arrow, which is going to open that up within a new browser window. And you can send this off maybe to your board of directors. This is a public URL that you can share. You can also change the device that it could be located on. So maybe you want to see how a certain advertisement would look on an iPad in landscape mode. You have the ability to change that to view how that advertisement would look. And as we said, that's a public URL for you to be able to send out. Different frames for phones and how things would look within there. First option we have within here is going to be branding and seeing the preview and app colors. So this is changing your credit union mobile app colors. So we do have a primary color, secondary color, as well as some other various colors that you can customize within the app. This allows you to kind of play around to see what those different colors would impact and look like within the mobile app. So as you update the colors, it's going to update this preview over here. So as you can see, you can kind of see what it would look like as your primary color different, your secondary color different as you click on items throughout the app. So you do have the ability to customize that. Any color changes do require an app update. So we would need to publish that to both Android as well as submit to approval for Apple. So just as a heads up, we do have that listed up here. Any new colors, you would need to contact the MTG IRSC Professional Services, as we would update that for the credit union. So that gives you the ability to see and preview app colors. And then once you're done previewing those, you can hit the back button. And then as we said, you would reach out and let us know that you're looking for an update there. Next, listed beneath that, we have homepage banner advertisements. So these are the advertisements that are scrolling here across the top of the screen. We'll go ahead and click into that option. Once we click into there, we're going to see any existing advertisements that we have listed, and then also the ability to add a new banner advertisement. So we'll go ahead and click on adding a new banner advertisement, where with these advertisements, they do need to be a certain pixel range. And as you can see, we do have here on the right-hand side of the screen in our preview, an example of the content safe area to kind of help you with those advertisements. So you can drag and drop or click and upload to see how it's going to look prior to ever publishing that advertisement to your mobile app. We also do have some assistance with advertising on mobile. So please let me know if you do need that document. We do have a document that's listed out here. Give me 1 second, please. It's a document called Designing Ads for Mobile 4.0. It lets you know the certain pixel range and how they need to be designed with a mobile first approach with that content safe area listed within the advertisement. And then examples of how that displays on different devices. So please feel free to reach out if you do need that once we're done here today. So for adding a brand new advertisement, as we said, you can drag and drop. So here we'll go ahead and take this advertisement that we have here, and we'll go ahead and drag that over. I keep double clicking, I apologize. We'll drop it into there. It's going to place it. Now, once I place that advertisement, you can see it added a safe area overlay for us. So anything in green here, that's what's going to be visible on mobile. Anything further out from there is going to be once a user rotates either their iPad or tablet. Once they're in landscape mode, they're going to be able to see the rest of that image. So showing that safe area overlay is a configuration. If you want to turn that off, you do have the ability to toggle that off and then turn it back on if you want to see that mobile first approach there. And then also, as we said, instead of drag and dropping, you also do have the ability to click and then look within your file library to add advertisements. Once we have an image that's placed out there, we then need to decide what that's going to be linked to. So first option is going to be a custom URL. So maybe we want to link that over to cuanswers.com, or maybe we want to link that to a loan application, a third-party mortgage application, shared branching locator, maybe an ATM locator. Wherever else you'd like to list that URL or have that clickable to is absolutely possible. So that's our custom URL option, and then you would place that custom URL within there. Listed beneath that, once you enter a link within there, you then have the option for that to open up within the mobile app. What that flag is going to do is control if it opens up within the full screen viewer within the app. So once a user clicks on that, it opens up within the full screen viewer, and then they have the option for done in the top left-hand corner. So you have the option to either have that open up within the default browser or open up within the mobile app in that full screen viewer. Also down here, we have platforms. So you have the ability to make advertisements device specific. So you can say, okay, I want to create just an Apple Pay advertisement or maybe a Google Pay or Samsung Pay advertisement. You can have that control so it only displays on Apple devices or only displays on Android devices. That is a credit union decision on how you'd like to make those operating specific. I'll go ahead and clear that URL out. So that's our custom URL example. Next, we have no link. So that's if maybe you just have a static advertisement that's we're closed on Martin Luther King Day or any other day of the year. You do have the ability to have no link on that where users wouldn't click to anywhere, doesn't open anything, etc. Next is a mobile app feature. And this is a newer feature that we have available within the mobile app for mobile 4.0 users. And with that, it's feature linking. So that's educating the member where within the mobile app features are located. You can see once I select that, it then opens up another field where we have mobile app feature. So as an example, you can link to our card control service, e-statements, assist, branch info, bill pay and pay anyone. Those are for Payveris clients, deposit check or RDC, transfer money, message center, and then credit scores for those credit unions that are pulling Vantage scores through TransUnion. So once a member selects that option, we're then going to show that member where within the navigation that feature would be located. We do have a couple of questions that came in. Can you schedule when ads appear, date range, time range? We do not have that option. It would all be manual for the credit union to remove advertisements and place them back on based on your schedules. We also have, can you still only have 4 advertisements? So 4 was never the limit. We used to have a 5 advertisement limit. With Mobile Manager being introduced, we do have 6 advertisements that can be listed within there. Good question. So that's our link type mobile app feature. Next is going to be for those credit unions that utilize custom online forms. You have the ability to make those clickable from within the app as well. So on these homepage advertisements, we select that, and then it's going to update our next field for our forms, where then you would choose the form that you want to have that link to. So you can see we do have some examples of what's listed out there. And we do have a new custom online form catalog also from the online store. So please feel free to review that. Once we select the form, once again, we have the option for that to open up within the mobile app or bring it to the full screen viewer. And then once again, we can make that platform specific. And then our next option for a link within that dropdown is going to be membership opening, where we have the ability to make that clickable to any of our credit union MAP or MOP sites. So all of those would open up within this dropdown as well. And you can also have that open up within the mobile app. Once we do publish changes, it lets us know that these changes will be made live now. However, members currently utilizing your mobile app may not see them immediately because items within the mobile app are cached and they don't update right away. So if you do want to see those changes right away once published, you would need to visit the app settings and then click that reset app data, which would, and then restart your app to see those changes immediately. And then you can see with this message, you can choose to not show that message again if you'd like. Once we publish, it's then listed within our app, and we could go reset that app data to see that change reflected. We do have another question. Can a signature be captured through the mobile app for a linked form? So within the CU Answers form product, we do not offer the ability for a signature. If you had a different product at the credit union that you offered, a forms provider that you partner with that offers a signature, we could absolutely make that clickable from within the app. So here you can see we'll add a 6th advertisement here. We'll add our card control advertisement. We'll make that clickable to a mobile app feature, card controls. We'll go ahead and publish that, where you can see we then have 6 advertisements listed. If we wanted to edit any of our existing advertisements, you can see this purple gear icon we have here. We can click on that, and then it brings us into that advertisement and lets us make any changes to it. Maybe we want to change what that one says. We can drag and drop into there, and it's going to display that new advertisement. Are there any plans to make the main ad fully visible and not covered up by the menu banners at the bottom? So as of right now, we do not have any plans for that. No, we are working. This is mobile 4.0, mobile 5.0. The new annual version of the mobile app will be a complete overhaul of the app. So I think that'll kind of solve the issue that you're talking about there, Jeff. So please be on the lookout for further information on mobile 5.0. So that's advertisements and how you can add new advertisements, what you can link them to, and how you can maintain existing advertisements as well. We'll go ahead and toggle back here. Next, we have our homepage configurable links, and that's where you can configure up to 4 different links on your homepage credit union mobile app. With these, you can have a maximum of 4 of them. So you can see I can't add a new button link at this point. If I wanted to change any of the existing button links that we have listed, you can see I have, once again, these purple icon gears where I can click on that. It then brings us into our maintenance screen to edit that link. First option is button icon. We have some generic icons for the credit unions to utilize. So you can pick one based on what your button label represents. And then you would customize the text that's associated with that. So maybe that's apply for a loan. And then it's a custom, once again, the link type can be a custom URL, mobile app feature to feature link to, a custom form, or link over to membership opening as well. So any of those options. And then we also have our additional flag for that to open up within the mobile app as well. Also, with the homepage advertisements and button links, you will notice on the left-hand side here, we have these 3 bars, which that gives us the ability to drag and drop if we wanted to sort and reorder the button links or the homepage advertisements that we currently have listed. So maybe you added a new advertisement and this is your brand new promotion you want listed at the top. You can drag and drop and move that all the way to the top or front of the mobile app lineup. We do have a question that says, can we get a listing showing what our available icons are? Which I believe you're referring to the custom links within here, Jeff, which, yeah, I can send you a screenshot of what these are within here. Absolutely, that can be done once we're done here today. So that's our homepage advertisements as well as button links. Next option we have here is mobile check deposit. And this is where all of your credit union mobile check deposit information is configured. First is going to be a feature logo that displays within here. And that's the logo that displays on the RDC page only. So you can brand your RDC product however you'd like. Some credit unions have branded that Snap Check, Snap Deposit. Maybe you just want to add check deposit to your credit union name. Fully customizable. And if you would like to provide a custom logo, that does need to be 400 by 100 pixels, and that has to be a PNG file. Also within RDC, we have the ability to add RDC advertisements. These advertisements are 900 by 300 pixels, and very similar to the homepage advertisements, you can see we have the ability to add a new banner ad where we would drag or click to add that image, and then choose our link type. If we want that to open up within the app, and the platform we want that RDC advertisement to show on. With those RDC advertisements, those only display on the RDC page, and it does require the member to authenticate to see those. And then to edit any of them, once again, you click on those purple icons as well, and once again, drag and drop where you want those located, the order within the app as well. Next, we have our landing screen configuration, and this is all based on that member's status with RDC. So deactivated doesn't happen all too often. We do need to take that into consideration, where you can customize the heading and description. We also have an unregistered option. That's the example that shows for any brand new member, where you can customize the heading, description, as well as what's located in more info. We also have registration pending. That's once a member registers for RDC, they sit at that pending state until you at the credit union either approves or rejects that member for service. You can customize the text that displays to that user as well. We also have accepted, a heading and description on that page, rejected for RDC service, a registration mismatch, so maybe their sub-accounts don't match what shows within the iDoc vault, and then no depositable account, maybe they have a freeze code on all of their sub-accounts. So your credit union can customize the text that displays on all of those options there. We also have the check deposit tips. These are the tips that display for users that are enrolled for RDC. They click on deposit your check. The first screen that they get brought to is the check deposit tip screen, where your credit union can customize the heading as well as all three of the tips that are listed. Each tip also has a maximum of 132 characters. We also have our image capture screen. This is where you can control if you'd like to display the RDC limits within the mobile app. And those are the limits that display at the top of the screen: maximum amount per deposit, max daily amount, max deposits per day, and max total within a 30-day cycle. So if you don't want those limits to appear, you have the ability to uncheck that box, and it removes those limits for all members. Also, we have a successful deposit pop-up box, where once a member successfully makes a deposit, you have the ability to customize the text that displays. And then finally, with RDC, we have our View Mobile Check Deposit History. Excuse me. Within there, you have the ability to customize the description that displays at the top of the screen. And then also, once members click on checks, you can customize what displays within the more info, where you can state what in review, approved, and rejected means to your credit union. So that's some RDC customizable content that we have within here. We did have a question: what are the size parameters of the RDC banner ads? So once you go into the RDC banner advertisements within CU Publisher here, Mobile Manager, you will always see either in the top right-hand corner or text listed across the top that's going to let you know the certain pixel range or specs behind those advertisements. So as we said, that's RDC custom content within Mobile Manager. Next, we have card control. This is some card control custom content. First item is the credit union can upload a feature logo. So you can brand your card controls product. You can maybe just upload your credit union logo, or maybe something custom out there with your cards that are listed on there, something that looks nice, creative. You can upload a logo image, and that's 1000 by 100 pixels PNG file. So that also has to be a PNG. We also have some other features that are listed out here. Recent transactions. So if you want recent transactions to show within the card control area, that is a customizable feature. We also have report lost or stolen card. This is for members that want to report their card lost or stolen. We have the ability to customize the text that displays to that user. Within this area, we do have HTML markup to make phone numbers, URLs, and email addresses clickable. So please feel free to reach out if you do have any questions on how that needs to be configured, and we can absolutely assist the credit union with that. And those credit unions are currently live with card control. You should already see most of your content listed out there. We also have hard lock cards. So this is in the event that a member has a hard lock on their card and they can't unlock it, or lock it from the mobile app, their status will be seen as call credit union, and they'll have a phone number here, which most commonly that's linked to your card services department or your main credit union phone number. And then also with a new feature we have here, this was first going to be included within our push notifications area, and then it wasn't, and now it is. So we do now have also a more info option for the push notifications, where you can add a more info into that page and add a heading, as well as body text, which that also supports HTML markup within there. So that's some card control custom content within the app. Next, we have e-statements. This is going to be custom content for e-statements within the app. Within the e-statements area, once again, we have the ability to customize the banner that displays at the top of that page. That's 1000 by 100 pixels, PNG format. And then also we have some feature description out here. So maybe on a monthly basis, you want to come out here and have some promo text within the e-statement area of the app. You do have the ability to customize that text, maximum of 340 characters for that text. And then our last option we have listed within here in Mobile Manager is the Assist area. And that's where you would choose the group of questions that you'd like to use within this mobile app. So I'll show you here in a second on how you can create more than one group of Assist questions and what that would be used for, etc. And you will notice on any of these pages as well, just as a reminder, once you do make changes, that publish button then appears, which allows you to click on that and then make the changes for your live credit union mobile app. So that's Mobile Manager. Let's go ahead and go back to our home screen now. And before I forget about this portion of Mobile Manager, I'm actually going to go log out here, and I'm going to log into a real credit union now. So I'm logging in with a CU Answers view here, where I'll go ahead and choose Frankenmuth Credit Union as an example here, where a nice portion of, or a nice feature of Mobile Manager is our analytics as well. So I'll go ahead and choose on analytics. So that does open up within a separate browser window. So it's up here in the right-hand corner of Mobile Manager. And as I said, once you click on that, it opens up within a separate browser window. So we do have some questions. If I don't have access to Mobile Manager via CU Publisher, do you give me access? Yes, we will discuss how you can get access and place your order for Mobile Manager. We do have another question. Can you still send changes that you would make in Mobile Manager to someone on your team to make the changes for us, or is that going away? So that is still going to be a possibility. So eventually in the future, we will have fees that are associated with updates, professional service fees. So the credit union would have either the option to go self-service for updates to your mobile app, or you would have the self-service fees if you would email those to us, and those will be announced in the future in 2021, those self-service fees. So we do want credit unions the ability to get started with Mobile Manager if you do want that self-service access. No, this is not a free service for access to Mobile Manager. And once we're done here today discussing Mobile Manager, we will discuss pricing, how the credit union can get started, etc. So here within our analytics portion of Mobile Manager, you will see right away we do have app downloads here on the left-hand side of the screen. That's going to show you how many iOS downloads you have and also how many Android downloads you have. I do want to mention this does not take into consideration uninstalls of the mobile app. This is just going to be downloads of the mobile app, so it does not take into consideration uninstalls. So you can see we also have the eye up here if you do want further information on that feature. This does default to all time. However, you do have the ability to go just yesterday, last 7 days, 14 days, 28 days, 90 days, or all time. Over here in the top right-hand corner, we have logins. So this is going to be a heat map for when members are logging into your mobile app. Defaults to the last 14 days. And the darker the blue it is on here, the more logins that it's going to happen. So this is a nice feature if you want to run certain advertisements on a certain date when members are most commonly logging into the mobile app. This lets you know when those members are logging in. And as we said, it defaults to the last 14 days. However, you can toggle to the last 7 days, last 28 days, last 90 days, or all time within there as well. Down here at the bottom, we have homepage advertisements, where this lets you know the advertisements you currently have listed, how many times that advertisement has changed, and also how many times members have clicked on those advertisements. So this is just a quick snapshot of those. You can also click into a full breakdown where you have any of your active advertisements that are listed, and then any deleted advertisements that were listed as well. So you can go ahead and click on any of these advertisements to then see any revisions that were made and see any clicks on those revisions that were made to that advertisement. Then you can see when it was published, the URL it was published to, platforms, as well as clicks. So in the history of this mobile app spot, this advertisement has had 1,400 clicks on there. So within Mobile Manager Analytics, you would have options to see app downloads, our logins heat map, and clicks on advertisements as well. We do have another question here. Are color and icon changes the only changes that require a new publication of the app in the 2 app stores? So that's a great question, Jim. Also, adding a new feature to the mobile app would require a new publication. So if you're adding something like Mako, card control, transaction activity alerts, e-statements, that would require a new app update as well. Good question. So I'm going to go ahead and log out here and log back into my personal here. So now let's go ahead and go into credit union info. This is the second portion of CU Publisher, which also has items for your credit union mobile app. Once we click on that, we then get into our credit union information, where the first option is maintaining regulatory information. So this is any of your regulatory information that's listed within your app from the settings option. And then we also display this content within your credit union map or MOP site for those credit unions that have a map or MOP site. You can change those at any time and it will reflect within your app and map or MOP site. We also have branch information. This is your credit union physical branch information that you can add out here. Bottom left-hand corner is the ability to add a new branch. So this is starting brand new, fresh, where you can upload a branch photo that we have here, which we suggest 640 by 380 pixels. And I would suggest to make that a very small image as well, not have that be 11 to 13 megabytes or anything like that. We suggest smaller images within there for those branch images. You would then have the option to add in the address. So maybe you want to name that your main branch. Add in the address that's listed with that. So city, state, zip code, and then time zone as well. So as you can see, as we're filling out that branch information, it is populating over here on the right-hand side of the screen. Next, we have contact. So this is going to be adding any phone numbers. So maybe we want to say phone. And then as we type, you will notice it is forcing us into a certain format. Maybe we want to add fax out here. So as you can see, it is forcing that. And then if we wanted to delete any of those, we can click on that trash can icon. We also have email. So maybe we want to say loans. And we can say loans@cuanswers.com. And then all of those email addresses, phone numbers, and address, those are all clickable within the mobile app. So it's going to prompt the member to dial out, prompt them to send an outgoing email, and prompt them to get directed to your branch. And then we also have hours where you can add hours within here. So you could add lobby hours, and you can maybe say you're open 9 to 5 p.m. This is also all forced formatting. So you can see I'm typing here and it's not allowing me to enter in those fields. It is forced format over into hours. So I can go through and enter in my hours. And I can say we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. Let's see if this image will work within here. Yeah, that image is way too big for that. So it's not going to let us place it within there. But we don't need an image within there, so we can go ahead and publish that. Then you can see we have a branch location now added. We wanted to change where that's listed within there. We can drag and drop. And then also we have this icon over here, the purple gear, where that's going to bring us back into that listing if we wanted to maintain any of that. So maybe we're updating our branch hours. I can come out here, update my branch hours, hit the publish. It's then going to display within my mobile app as well as map or mop site. So add as many branches as you'd like out there. Next are testimonials. This is testimonials that display within your credit union map or mop site. And this gives you the ability to add those testimonials. With the testimonials, you can provide a picture, name, role or career, and quote text within there. For testimonials, if you do want those added to your credit union map or mop site, you would need to contact the MTG IRSC professional services team to have those added. So that's our general information under regulatory, branches, and testimonials. And as we said, we do see that information being used elsewhere, such as in the new online banking, mobile 5.0, all within the future as well. This is the first version, definitely. So next we have our heading under our mobile app, which brings us first to Assist. And this is your credit union Assist area. And this is like a frequently asked questions area. And within here, you can customize the questions and answers that are listed. So all of your existing credit union Assist questions will be listed out here. So on any existing Assist question, you can click on that purple icon to maintain that question, maybe change the question, change the answer. And you will notice within this area, we can make any text bold within here. We can italicize any text, underline any text, make it a numbered list, a bulleted list, maybe add a website link, maybe add an email link to that, maybe we add a phone number link, and then a new feature within the Assist area as well as adding a text link as well. So if you do want members to be able to text the credit union, we can also do that. So that's website link, email link, phone link, SMS or text link there that we have. Once again, any changes, we have the option to publish here, and that would then be live within the app. Also within the Assist area for existing questions, you have the ability to duplicate that. If you're maybe looking to have a question duplicated and used a little bit different in a different type of app, you can duplicate it and then make changes to that second question. I can say testing this, and then it's going to be a little bit different of an answer than the first question. If I want to create a new question, I go to create new question down here, and then I can say, here's my question. This looks good. And then we would publish that new question, and it's now in my list of available questions. Over here on the right-hand side, we have our app groups. So this allows us to create more than one group if we do have different mobile apps. So as some are aware, we have our main flagship mobile app. We also have our Biz mobile app 1.0 for business members. And we also have Pay Anyone 1.0 available for P2P transactions, members sending money via that app. So that's Pay Anyone 1.0. And based on the app, you have the ability to have a different assist group. So maybe my flagship app has all questions. Maybe my business app just has business related questions. You can customize your app groups. So once I click out there, that's my all questions. So once I come in here, I can say here at the bottom to edit my question list. And that's where all questions appear. And then I can say I want to add those questions and then maybe reorder how they display and then publish that. And that's my mobile 4.0 group. And then back in CU Publisher Mobile Manager, would be where I have that assist group listed. So here I go back into Mobile Manager. I have assist. We'll go ahead and choose my group to the Mobile 4.0 and publish it. That then updates my assist questions within the app. So we do have another question. Not sure if I heard you correctly a while ago, but did you say eventually you want all CUs to use Mobile Manager and those who don't will be charged service fees for whenever we have you or someone else make the change for us? So Robert, that is correct. We are having credit unions are allowing you to get first started with Mobile Manager prior to starting those fees. But in the future, 2021, yes, we will have MTG IRSC professional service fees. Yep. Good question. So we'll go ahead and back and go into our credit union info. So that's our assist area of CU info. And then next we have our social media. This displays within your credit union main mobile app as well as Biz and Pay Anyone. And this is where you can add a Facebook link, Twitter link, YouTube link, LinkedIn, as well as Instagram. And if a user has any of those apps downloaded, it should bring them straight into that mobile app, into your Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, or Instagram page. So if we did make any changes out there, that's when we could then publish, and it will display live within the app. So that's Mobile Manager and CU Info. Also, something that's incorporated with those, this is a free service as part of CU Publisher, is the timeline portion. And this is letting you know changes that have been made within CU Publisher. And you can control who has access to this timeline feature. So this lets you know who updated any configurations, etc. And you will notice out here as well, we have MTG admin. That's going to be us here at CU Answers making those changes. And that lets you know any users that have submitted form requests, logged into CU Publisher, changed status of Request Center, updated advertisements. That's all available within Timeline. And then as we said, Request Center is part of working the custom online forms. So that's what we have for the CU Publisher Mobile Manager and CU Info demo. Now let's transition over to the CU Answers store here. So this is available at store.cuanswers.com. So this is the CU Answers store. And listed out here from the CU Answers store, you could click on Solutions here, hover over Solutions. And before I get to this, we do have a question. Do all users have access to all features within CU Publisher? So no, all users do not. That's up to the credit union on who you instruct us to give access to within CU Publisher. So out here from store.cuanswers.com, this is our main store page. You can hover over Solutions here and then click on the Internet Retailer Support Center store. First category listed out here is Self-Service CU Publisher. First option is CU Info. That is a $20 a month charge for access to CU Info. And then you will notice within any of these store products as well, we do have the ability to download a booklet where that's going to bring you to further information about that product. Maybe if you're training a new user on how to utilize that, as well as part of the CU Publisher subscription and pricing here on the last page. So here we'll go back, and then we also have Mobile Manager here. Mobile Manager is $50 a month for credit unions. And then once again, we also have the download the Mobile Manager booklet where you can see some further information. Once again, if you do have a new user that you need to train on access to Mobile Manager, these are great resources for your credit union. Once credit unions are ready to get started, you can add these products to your cart and then check out. Once you check out, we'll then receive notification in the MTG IRSC professional services team and be in contact with the credit union. And with training on this service, we plan on taking this one of two ways. First, you could treat this as your training, this webinar here, and you could say, yes, I'm aware of how to utilize Mobile Manager and CU Info. We can create your users, and you guys say, yes, we're good. We'll go ahead and get access and work through everything, etc. Or You can say, no, I'd like to hold maybe a session just for my credit union. We can go with our marketing team, maybe some further frontline staff that you'd like to include, and we can absolutely do that. You at the credit union just needs to let us know how you'd like to proceed with that. Also, I do want to mention coming soon, as we said, to further portions of CU Publisher self-service access are going to be form generator as well as mobile alerts. So please do be on the lookout for further information on those here in the near future. So here we'll go ahead and answer any questions that have come in. So is that $20 per credit union or per user? So that's per credit union. That is a monthly charge per credit union, and you can have unlimited users that have access to CU Info, Mobile Manager, or CU Publisher. So we do have another question, so we won't be able to submit to you to have changes done for free. Alternative is we will have to pay $50 a month for this. So know that is kind of true, but kind of not true. So you either can pay for the self-service access, or in the future, if you do have many updates or any updates, you could send those to us, and there'll be small fees that are associated with the professional service fees. So it's a credit union decision on, do you make a lot of updates and you want access to Mobile Manager to make those yourself and view the analytics? Or do you only make updates once, twice a year, where it would be maybe $40 to the credit union total to make 2 updates throughout the year? So your credit union would have to weigh those decisions. We do have another question. Sorry, I joined a little late. Do we need both CU Info and Mobile Manager? No, you don't need both of them. That is a credit union decision. But just as a reminder in the future, if you do need to update branch information, assist questions, you would need to email CU Answers, etc. Is there any reason why we access Mobile Manager now versus wait until your team starts charging for doing it for us? I'm a little confused on that question. So that's a credit union decision on if you guys want to access Mobile Manager now, absolutely, please feel free to get started. As we said, for a little bit, you guys can still send changes to CU Answers for no charge, but eventually there will be a charge associated with those updates. On the form generator, we still have to forward any changes on forms to CU Answers. That is correct. You would need to update and send us any updates to forms for those custom online forms. Will we know what the service fees are cost-wise? It looks like we have that question twice. We don't have a breakdown of that as of yet. That will be announced here soon for credit unions. For advertisement updates, we are planning $20 per update, so I do know what that charge is. Any like advertisement link updates, etc., those would be $20 per update. Any of the other service fees are going to be announced here soon. We first wanted to get credit unions the ability to get started with Mobile Manager, having that self-service access. So that's what I have for credit unions today. I will go ahead and stay on the line here for another 5 to 10 minutes to answer any questions that have come in. We do appreciate everyone's time today. And it looks like we do have another question. So another question. We have the cooperative campaign with CU Answers, who creates mobile app ads for us. Will you load those for free? Yes, those advertisements are loaded for free because those are created by CU Answers, etc. Can we access the mobile app analytics if we choose not to use the Mobile Manager? No, you cannot. That is a part of Mobile Manager. Will we be informed on further training for CU Publisher? So can you kind of elaborate on that question? I'm wondering if you're meaning further areas of CU Publisher. Yes, you will be informed on that, and once those are available. We do have another question. What's the difference between CU Info and Mobile Manager? Mobile Manager, what we just went through, allows you to do different features than CU Info. Mobile Manager allows you to update advertisements, button links, remote deposit content, card control content, e-statement content. CU Info allows you to change regulatory information, branch information, testimonials, assist questions, and social media. So there's different in both of those. And please feel free to reach out if you do have any further questions on that. And we do have one more question. By $20 update, is that per graphic or per time? And that's per time update, not per graphic. I do appreciate everyone's time today. Please let us know if you do have any further questions. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week as well. Thanks, everyone. Bye now.